Hi guys, this is your YouTube video for April the 9th and 10th, so Thursday and Friday for this week. We're going to go a little bit more stroke specific again so that we remember what it's like to be in the pool. So to start off guys, I want you to do a bit of a warm up. So we're going to do a 20-second jog, 20 seconds of mountain climbers and 20 seconds of star jumps twice through. So for your jogging, just make sure you're lifting those knees up using your arms. Mountain climbers, you want a flat back if you can and bring those knees in. And for your star jumps, let's go the whole way, clap above your head. After you've done 2 rounds of those, you're going to go into some hip flexor lunges. So we're going to step into our lunge position, and as we go down, we're going to reach over our head to get a little bit of a stretch through here. So reach and back up. And we're going to do 5 of those on each side. You're then going to go into a hamstring walkout. So make sure you keep your legs straight. Down, reach the floor, walk all the way out to press up position. And all the way back in again. Try and keep your legs as straight as you can each time. We're going to do 5 of those. We're then going to do a little bit of shoulder activation. So we want to get into our box position, okay, and we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together and then push them all the way forward, so we're arching a little bit through our shoulders. We're going to do 10 of those in total, and we're then going to move into a Superman. So trying to keep your back nice and flat here and not arching. You're going to slide opposite hand and leg along the floor and then just lift slightly into a straight arm and back down. Dog wants to join in today. And we're going to do 10 of those in total. For the main session today, you need a little bit of equipment. If you've got it, ideally you need a stretch band. Without handles is fine, but if you've got handles, great. And if possible, a looped band. Okay, if you haven't got one of these, but you have one of these, you can tie this into a loop. Or alternatively guys, if you haven't got anything, we can use a tea towel or a towel rolled up. But if you've got this option, then you ideally want some weight to pin the 2 sides down. It doesn't need to be weights, it could be a can of beans or anything, just so that we can put some pressure against it. For your first exercise, you need to use your looped band, or I'll show you the alternative in a moment. So you're going to place these over your ankles, okay, lay down into a nice flat line, and we're going to work the upbeat of our kick. So we're going to hold up as high as we can and hold for 10 seconds. And then down and switch. And hold the opposite leg for 10 seconds. You're going to do 10 of those for each leg in total. If you don't have a band, this is where you're going to use your towel and your weights, and you'll just need to do it on each leg once at a time. So we're going to wrap around and then pin the leg down with a little bit of weight. Okay, again, lay into that nice straight line and push up against the weight. 10 seconds, relax, and then do that 10 times on each leg. For the next exercise, we're going to work the downbeat of your kick. So you need to work the opposite muscles. So we're going to use something high, chair or a step or anything that you can use. And we're going to set up with both legs on the chair or on the raised platform with your legs pretty much straight with a very slight bend. Okay, hands up, so we're not using those. This is called a hamstring bridge because they're a little bit longer than our traditional glute bridge. So for this, we're going to push up, hold for 5 seconds, and then lower slowly. Okay, try and keep a flat back as we're doing it. So press up and then lower slowly. You should be able to feel it working hamstrings and glutes. The third leg exercise we're going to do is we're going to introduce a little bit of core. So you're going to lay flat on your back, okay? You can use your hands to help if you need to, and you're going to raise your legs just off the floor, and we're going to go into 20 leg raises. Okay, we want to keep our legs straight if you can, toes pointed, and just bring it down to almost touching the floor, and then come straight back up again. And your last leg exercise is going to be a little bit of breaststroke kick. So you're going to need to lay flat on your front, try and engage your core so you've got as little arch in your back as you possibly can, and you're going to go through your breaststroke kick pattern. So from here, you want arms down, okay, and your head on your hands, engage your core. You're going to bring your heels up to your bottom as much as you can, turn your ankles out and drop your ankles wider than your knees, and from there you're going to push back and into that straight line. So it's bend, heels as close to your bum as you can, engage your core, drop those ankles out wider than your knees, and then kick back into that straight line. We're going to do 10 of those, nice and slow and controlled. That's 4 leg exercises. So we're going to do the push up for the upbeat of your kick, downbeat of your kick, sorry. Oh, scrap that, stop. So I've now shown you 4 leg exercises that we're going to do for this video. So your upbeat, pushing against something, the hamstring bridges, the leg raises, and the breaststroke kicks. I want you to go through 3 rounds on each section of those. We're now going to move on to doing some arm work. If you liked the video last week on the sculling, then please feel free to do that instead of working through your arms here, or you can add both sections in. Okay, so for this you either need the towel or a band, and with handles great, but if you don't have one it will still work. Sorry. The first section we're going to work on is some front crawl catches. You need to attach your band to a fixed position and then get yourself into a box with this arm out into a straight line. From here, engage your core, make sure you have a flat back, and press in to a nice high elbow position. Slowly back out, press in to that nice high elbow position. You're going to work through 10 on each arm. If you don't have your band, you're going to use your towel and ask for a parent to help you hold it on the other end. Set up the same way, engage your core, flat back, and pull in to that catch position with your parent adding a little bit of resistance to get you into that high elbow position. Your next exercise is going to work on your fly catch, so we're going to use both arms together. You fix your band around a position as well, again, but you need both ends free. You're going to lay on your back, bent legs so you can engage your core, both arms flat, and you're going to press into your high elbow position. I'm going to move back to add some resistance. So from straight arms, nice flat back, and engage high elbow and press through. You're going to do 10 of those in total. And if you don't have a stretch cord for the fly, then you're going to use your towel, lay on your back, have your parent hold it behind you, and just go through 1 arm at a time so that you can get into that correct high elbow position. Okay, your next phase is we're going to work through your push phase of your stroke. So again, you're going to wrap your stretch cord, lay on your back, make sure that you're engaging your core, you've got a nice flat back, and then from here we're going to set up in our high elbow position, engage, and then push through to straight arms. So from here, engage your core, push through to straight arms. And you're going to do 10 of those. Again, if you don't have a stretch cord, you need to use your towel. So I would go one arm at a time, ask your parent to hold it behind you, lay down in the same position and work through your push phase on one arm at a time. Your last exercise is going to use the stretch cords again. I'm going to work on Breastroke Outsculls. So again, lay yourself on your back. Try and be far enough away so there is a slight tension on the band. Engage your core so you have a nice flat back, and you're going to press from a nice stretched out position, hands pointing outwards, out into a capital Y. So out into a capital Y and back in. And we're going to do 10 of those in total. If you don't have a stretch cord to be able to do the breaststroke, then you're going to ask for a parent's help again. You're going to start standing, okay, but we want to be in a nice flat back position. So soft knees, push your bum out and get into your straight arm position. Your parent's going to use their palms against yours and you're going to press into that capital Y position against their hands. Once you've gone through all of the arm exercises once, you're going to repeat those twice more, so you've done 3 rounds in total. After you've finished working, I would strongly encourage you to do a lat stretch, which the guys have shown you, where you place your hands on the chair and push your head through. I would also do a pec stretch on the wall, making sure you're stretching this area. And again, go for your hamstrings, quads, and your hip flexors in this position. Well done, guys. Good luck.